Clapperboard the shadow deer of Hollow Forest. Deep inside Hollow Forest, there was a place no animal dared to enter after sunset. The trees there were unusually silent, and even the wind seemed afraid to touch the ground. The animals said something strange about that part of the forest. It doesn't show you what is there, it shows you what is missing. A young fox named Luma lived near the edge of the forest. She was curious, but careful. Unlike others, she never believed in stories without proof. One evening, while searching for food, she noticed something unusual near the dark line of trees. A deer was standing perfectly still. But something was wrong. Its shadow was moving before it. Luma froze. The deer didn't blink. It didn't breathe. Yet its shadow slowly turned its head toward her. Then, the deer stepped backward into the forest and disappeared. But the shadow stayed. Luma whispered, "That's impossible," but curiosity pulled her forward. She followed the shadow deeper into Hollow Forest. As she entered, everything became quieter. Too quiet. Even her own breathing sounded far away. The trees were tall and twisted, blocking most of the sky. The light became weak, like it was being drained. Then she heard footsteps. Not in front of her, but behind her. She turned quickly. Nothing. But the shadow on the ground behind her was not hers. It was taller. And it was standing. Luma ran. The forest did not resist her. It allowed her to go deeper. That made it worse. "Hello," she called. No answer. Only a whisper returned. "Why did you follow us?" She stopped. A rabbit appeared between the trees. Then a bird on the ground. Then a deer again. But none of them had moving shadows. Only the shadows were alive. The deer shadow appeared in front of her again. But this time, it was closer. And it spoke. "You shouldn't look at us directly." Luma stepped back. "What are you?" the shadow replied. "We are what the forest forgot to keep inside." Suddenly, Luma's own shadow began to move slightly, even when she was still. She panicked. No, this isn't real," but her shadow slowly lifted its head. And smiled. The forest around her started to shift. Trees moved slightly. Paths changed when she wasn't looking. She realized something terrifying. The forest was not following her. It was waiting for her shadow to join it. The whispers grew louder. "Stay with us. Let go. You don't need your shape anymore." Luma ran as fast as she could. Branches scratched her face. Roots tried to trip her, but she didn't stop. Finally, she saw light ahead. The edge of the forest. Freedom. She reached it, and stopped. Because in the light, she saw something worse. Dozens of animals standing perfectly still at the border. All of them, without shadows. And all of their shadows were standing behind them, watching her. The deer shadow appeared beside her again. "You can leave," it said softly. "But your shadow will stay." Luma looked down. Her shadow was no longer copying her. It was waiting. And slowly, it stepped away from her, walking back into the forest alone. Luma ran out screaming. But even outside the forest, she felt lighter. Too light. Some say if you go near Hollow Forest at night, you can still see a fox running without a shadow. And sometimes, if you stand still long enough, your shadow looks like it's trying to leave first.